friends, and welcome back to the Tozzy channel for more SHINee. It's lovely to have them back all together after watching the concert on the weekend as well. Extra super special, we have the music video for Poet, Artist. We all know what's going on. Junghyun wrote this song. Junghyun's voice is on this song. And if you watch the concert like I did, you'll know that it could very easily have been renamed A Tribute to Junghyun, which was all very beautiful and emotional. And then all of the collectibles that are coming out with this album, very special, and happy 17th anniversary to SHINee. It's all happening. I've read the lyrics ahead of time. They're pretty special. I don't know what was going through Junghyun's head when he wrote them, but we can apply them to a lot of the special relationships, including our relationship with SHINee and with him, to this song. So let's get into the music video. Let's go. Gotcha.
기다려왔단 말이죠 왜 이제 왔냐 두지 무리죠 내가 네 말해줘 유일한 빛이야 너 활짝 핀 꽃이야 시작 허용이 가능해 너의 아름다움에 지쳐 어지러워 난 하늘이 입술이 눈빛이 날 바라보고 있어 오해하지마 날 그래가 두지마 손끝 마주친 그 순간에 가만히 있지만 넌 또 나랑 있잖아 다 모여 라라라라라라 마지막처럼 바람도 사이좋게 불잖아 아주 좋아 라라라라라라라 Call me poet artist Call me poet artist 벽이 없어 우리 사이엔 남들 눈이 뭐를 보이든 간에 눈치도 보지 말아줘 꿈을 대지 말아줘 내게 반응해 내가 없는 이곳은 하야야얌 하트 났다고 하야야얌 배트 같았다고 날 바라보고 있어 하지마 날 그래가 두지마 손끝 마주친 그 순간에 가만히 있지만 넌 또 나랑 있잖아 다 모여 라라라라라라 마지막처럼 바람도 사이좋게 불잖아 아주 좋아 라라라라라라라 Call me poet artist 난 새로운 건 항상 원해 Call me poet artist 들이란 건 날 가질 수 없는 걸 알아 전부 다 느려 빠른 내 운율을 좀 더 살려줘 Call me poet artist Call me poet artist Nobody's boom 들어봐 that's thinking that I below you I don't know make it love my better do Don't be no more than you so mad about you I don't know about you I don't look you like you Hey I don't want to that I'm gonna do you but I do 가만히 있지만 넌 또 나랑
How did they pull this off?
Call me poet artist Call me poet artist Call me poet artist Call me poet artist
I mean, I know it's probably a giant sun behind them, but could also be a moon. I can't tell you how surprised I am that they've managed to do this. It feels like something that, you know, even a couple of years ago, maybe they wouldn't have been allowed to do. I don't know who convinced whom, how long this has been sitting here waiting to be made into something. But I love so much that it's a really upbeat song. Like when this was announced, I didn't know what kind of song it was going to be. You know, I thought of something like Area, for example, which of course was written by Minho, with the lyrics were in reflection of Jonghyun. And like, of course, it's this essence that I want to say chaotic, but I don't mean that in a shambolic way, that Jonghyun had so much energy and dynamics in the way that he wrote, that the layering, the pace of it, the, as I say, dynamics of it is almost like a like really controlled kind of force of nature. That's what I mean by chaotic, that it's sort of really comes at you in that way that only he and only SHINee really can do, because it's quite complicated writing. It's sophisticated. There's nothing typical about it. It's not what you get from like the people you describe as hitmaker writers. They write very sort of commercially palatable stuff. He's more sophisticated than that. Highly unsurprising to know, considering the artists that he wrote for or who asked to have some of his songs. People like Taemin as a solo artist, people like IU. You know, you only get people like that singing your songs when you're an artist. You're a poet and an artist. But I love that it's upbeat and that it's joyful, and then that it's a music video that seems to be a house full of memories, and that it isn't sad, that it's reflection with joy. It's really hard to achieve when you've lost someone. That's really hard to achieve when you're missing somebody, to reflect with joy. And again, maybe that's why it took so long to do something like this, because maybe it was just too hard at first. Then again, maybe there were people standing in their way and wouldn't let them do it. But hearing that SHINee harmony, that layering, that energy, it's so specifically them. But it's just such a unique sound. Nobody else could do that, to my mind. I listen to a lot of different artists. I love a lot of different artists. It's so unique. SHINee is so identifiable. It's even gotten to a stage where my little nieces, who I've introduced K-pop to, recognize SHINee upon sound. They know it's them because it's so obvious immediately. Children who aren't even listening to K-pop as often as I am, but when they do, they go, "This is SHINee." Yes, it is. Well spotted, kiddo, because who else sounds like that? And also, just to be mean, you know, haha, suck at OT4s. If you'll forgive my mean-spiritedness on that. And just SHINee is 5. SHINee has always been 5. SHINee will always be 5, and this couldn't be. The statement is always made when they do perform everybody, or there's a space on the stage for him. All of it. The statement's always being made, but this whole collection and this song and the concert over the weekend is really clear and overt, and I love it. So, you know, if you're not on board with OT5, then you're not a fan. Go away. Oh, that's joyful. I have Jonghyun on my computer screen right there. I have a picture of all 5 of them as my background, but I have lots of windows up and I tend to have them up in the corners, and because Jonghyun's standing right in the middle of the picture, he's always visible. He's always right there. So, hello, darling. Thank you so much for joining me for more SHINee. 감사합니다. 사랑해요, and I will see you soon for more. 안녕.